What is up, everybody? This is Ike Grande with Demystifying Gay Porn. I am standing outside of Timberfell Resort in Tennessee. It is the oldest gay campground site in the country, and it's over 30 acres of campers, gay men, trans men, queer men, everybody. Very open and loving environment. And we are going to take a tour. And we're here for Ray Dalton's fornication party. Cheers. Let's do it.
Tucked away in the rolling hills of East Tennessee sits one of the most enduring landmarks in gay leisure, Timberfell Resort. It's peaceful, rustic, and just a little wild, and for nearly 5 decades, it's been a safe haven for gay men looking to connect, relax, and just be themselves.
So this is where Timberfell got started. It was started here in 1978, which makes it the first gay campground in America.
The first owner had moved here from Los Angeles or California?
From California. And of course, back in that time, it wasn't really accepted as it is today. So they kind of kept it a little bit on the down low for the first decade almost. They only advertised in Atlanta and not really in Tennessee.
At that time, East Tennessee wasn't exactly the hub of gay visibility. But this little hideaway offered something rare. The first building, known as the Lodge, began as a modest bed and breakfast, but word spread through gay travel guides, magazines, and word of mouth. And Timberfell slowly transformed into something bigger.
So during David Yoder's administration, which was the first guy who owned it, he added the pool, the annex, the pool house, and the tavern, which is the octagon-shaped building, which is pretty unique. It costs you a fortune to build that in today's world.
We were greeted, of course, by the office, which is new too, right? That's the new construction.
That is new.
We went to the pool, we saw the pool, but then later on at night, the tavern where you had some festivities going on. Yeah, there was that one room where everybody just kind of went to and everybody was dancing. The bartenders were there. It was really, really cool.
By the early 1980s, it had evolved into a true men's resort. A space where gay men could gather openly, away from judgment, under the Tennessee sky. There were campgrounds, cabins, RV sites, and before long, a pool, sauna, and dance club joined the mix. That spirit of openness became Timberfell's identity. A clothing-optional, men-only retreat that balanced mountain serenity with a sense of brotherhood.
The second owners added a lot of more permanent sites, which brought our site holder count to around 200 now. And then I went back and added all the cabins that you see now, which brings our total beds to about 60.
Give us some light, Maestro. Let's see what we're working on here. So everything here is original to the day or the time that was open.
I'm trying to figure out where. Got that. I have people that do everything for me. There we go.
Over here. There's a light over here. Okay. All right, and this I think is just a fan.
Yeah,
but look at this beautiful. Oh wait, no, this is a light. This is a chandelier. I was just admiring it.
David, during his time, he said his goal was to have 100 people, and people in the gay community, they said, that will never happen. That's outlandish. That's too big of a dream and goal. And at that time, a busy weekend for him was 25. Mm-hmm. And today I have 25 staff, and we welcome hundreds of people every weekend. So he definitely would be proud of what did happen with Timberfell.
He was onto something.
He was, because at that time, the oil embargo had just ended. I-81, which is the main interstate that runs through here, had just been built. Yeah. And the idea of going camping for most people, even in the private industry, was not normal during that time. So he was really a pioneer in his time.
So what does this serve as now?
This is still the lodge. There's about 8 rooms in this building.
Okay.
And main dining for the lodge for the dinner is still here at night.
This is lodging for a couple of your staff?
This is lodging for guests still.
This is lodging for guests as well. Okay. Wow. This is very, very cool. And then,
And as you can see, it was marketed as a in the early years, it was a quaint getaway for the gay community.
Okay.
It wasn't what you see today, as large as it is.
So when we were here in 1978, we could have, a couple guys having a couple cocktails right over here.
And very
Fire
fancy
pit.
dinners.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, it was 5-star cuisine for most of the resort's history. You'll never go hungry. Even today, you'll never still go hungry.
Yeah.
There's a buffet of food everywhere you turn here.
You have the buffet, you have the pub and grill.
Yeah, so as the resort expanded, we couldn't do dining here anymore because there was just too many people. So we added the Black Bear Pub and Grill down next to the pool. That serves breakfast and our lunch. We still are one of the few resorts that still carry breakfast all the way through. It's free, included in your rooms. And we are one of the few campgrounds that offer food. A lot of campgrounds in the gay industry do not.
Over time, Timberfell grew not just in size, but in significance, offering community through decades of change. Even as the world shifted outside, Timberfell held steady.
For the gay community at that time, David felt that in that decade, a lot of gay people met in very dark, shady places. And he wanted to create something that was more upscale and that you didn't have to hide. And this became a very safe place for the entire community for many years. So I think that resembles the most important part in the whole history of the resort.
This is the first in the country, but they are popping up, or they have been popping up. You guys obviously had some of those people come here and say, wow, this is a great idea.
A majority of people, of the other owners that own gay campgrounds, have actually visited Timberfell. And that's natural because it's been here for so long. I think there's value at every camp.
What's going on up here? Is that off grounds right now? Or?
No, you can go.
Yeah, we can go.
So upstairs is just basic lodging.
Are they occupied right now?
They are occupied right now. We may not. I don't know what's going on in those rooms.
We're not doing it. Okay. Thanks for the warning.
It may not be YouTube approved.
So when was your first time here?
So I'd only visited Timberfell about 3 times before I owned it. And someone mentioned to me that the owners were getting a little older and maybe they would be interested in selling. And I thought, well, that sounds neat. So I met with them and I made one promise to them. I said, I'll always keep the campground gay and I will never let it fail. And we have exceeded that promise. I have put the campground in today's industry and made it well. Timberfell always held great potential, and I wanted to exceed that potential. And I think you could agree we've hit that.
Yeah. You are now in the middle of hosting the fornication party. It's been here for 3 years,
This is
right?
our third year.
Okay. How do you like it? What do you think it does for Timberfell?
It's an interesting event. We host many events of this size all the time. So we're used to the numbers, hundreds of people, feeding them, clothing them, making sure they have hot water and all the necessities of life. This one takes a little bit extra. You have a lot of prop setups, a lot of teardowns, a lot of planning, a shuttle. There's a whole lot of moving parts on this. And at the end of the day, this is one of the funnest events that we have. The crowd is just simply amazing in this one. They're very upbeat. It's like nothing could get them wrong. Like one cabin didn't have the hot water. It ran out of hot water or something. The guest didn't even tell me till the next day. I thought that's pretty abnormal because usually they'd be knocking on my office door. But this crowd is so laid back and so fun. I've never had a guest that attended this event and didn't give me a high five every single time.
It's a camping grounds. I see jacuzzis, I see, stations or lots where people, they're in it for the long run. They're here for a while. What does an event like this bring to that community too?
To the community as a whole, it's a unique event because it's coupled with content creators. And there's not any events in the country that I know of that really cater to that market. And this is a great social networking event for that community that is underserved. They all love it. They come year after year after year after year. And I'm glad that we could deliver on that.
Where do you see Timberfell? Where do you want to go?
Well, we are building that new 10,000 square foot building that you see between the pool and the lodge here on the other side of the pond, and that will become a bathhouse. I keep telling our maintenance department that it's not a shower house, but it will include an indoor pool. So we'll have event space, so we don't have to worry about the rain or the temperature outside or the snow. We'll still be able to operate. You can check into that bathhouse on Friday and not leave your room till Sunday.
Jesus, okay. Wow. No, what you're doing here is amazing.
Awesome.
I've been to a couple of them in different locations, and they're always like deep red, and then all of a sudden you make a left or a right, and you're just like, "Hi, how you doing?" Like,
one more longevity goal would be on our top ridges that you see that run around the camp. We do eventually want to put tiny houses on that to make a whole community. We have a really strong community here with our site holders, but it's a little harder to live in a camper every day. So in my vision, one of that is we're going to sell off some land, an actual deed, and we would become our own little gay
very cool.
community village.
Very, very cool.
Today, Timberfell stands as one of the oldest continuously running gay men's resort in the country. From that first lodge in 1978 to this sprawling retreat you see today, it remains what it's always been: a refuge, a gathering place, and a living piece of gay history.
For the people outside that don't live here and travel from different states and stuff like that, but more so specifically Tennessee, people who are 20 miles away, 30 miles away, that probably don't have an outlet like this, and they come here and they have a good time. And these are repeat customers, return customers for the summer and stuff. You play a very significant part of their life.
For the local market?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I think here, a lot of people have grew up in very rural Tennessee. And one thing that's important is, as anywhere, income levels vary by the region that you're in. So one thing that I did when I bought is we didn't raise those prices. So other campgrounds have been raising those prices. It was important to me that the locals could still come. So I wanted everyone to be able to come regardless of your income level. So we didn't adjust those prices. And actually, the locals stopped coming for a long time to the resort, but we've rebranded and brought a lot of them back. They're here all the time. Some of them too many days a week, but that's great. I think it's a great community then for them to get involved in. And with so many gay businesses closing in the market that we see, I'm glad this is there for them. If you come here, you're always going to meet a friend. I've not met one person here that's come and says there was anyone that was snooty to me or anyone that was mocking. I just don't tolerate that. If I see you doing it, you're just, the best place for you is out my gate, because I want everyone to be loved and welcomed and just really have a good time. I can build cabins all day. I can build a pool all day. I can build the best bathhouse you've ever seen, but I cannot build friendships. And that's what Timberfell ultimately can bring to everybody.
Shit, that was amazing. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you.
This is absolutely gorgeous what you're building here. So, Ike Grande with Demystifying Gay Porn. This is our sides. We are here at Timberfell Resort with Michael, the owner, who is making this all happen. And come check it out. An hour outside of Knoxville, Greenville, Tennessee, Timberfell Resort. You get your campers, cabins, your pool, and just nothing but love.
Awesome.
Cheers.